all, and welcome to at last the Cornerstone tour video. So this is my Cornerstone, all the way up there, and I might as well give you a backstory on this Cornerstone. So you can already see in the background that portal, and you're wondering how. So the Cornerstone, back in 2015, I started designing my Cornerstone. I had completed the fish that you see in front of me. Those fishing rods that are now flashing, the island above me, the next thing above was not there, the next thing above that was not there, and not there, and then there's a blue dragon head. And I had got to that far, and 2016, the Power Mandel update was launched. I was busy just playing the game normally, working on the dragon head, and a guy teleported to me out of the blue. Then I get messaged in game. I love your Cornerstone. It's amazing. Uh, I'm this person on the Trove dev team, and I would like to give you some stuff to say well done. I went, okay. I didn't believe him at first, and he said, "Is there any major things you would like in the game, like for the Cornerstone?" And I just said, "The new club wheel portals would be nice for it." And he went, "Okay," and he started placing down a platform on my Cornerstone, building on my Cornerstone. That's when I knew he was actually staff of the game. And he chucked down a red portal. He asked me where to put the other one, and I went on this fish. So he put that there. So we're going to go through it. And this is the platform the developer actually built. I did not build this. He built that to kind of show that I added the lights later on, but he kind of built that to show that he was a developer of the game. So he added this and that portal, and I thought it was neat. And he also asked, do I want any more? And I went, the blue one in the dragon's mouth. And he put that one down. And he also attached this one down to the basement. And then he was off on his way. So that's how I got my portals. And you will see why I got the portals in a moment. So this is where we'll start. This is the dragon's mouth. And the dragon, it also holds my Shadow Tower bosses. As you can see, I don't have them all. This is old. That is dating back to when Shadow Towers were just added. I added those there. And this has lights added to the eyes. And this dragon head had no name at this stage when I found it in the game files. I didn't find out till later on it actually turned into a mount. But it's the polar tiger dragon, if I remember. I added the wave block recently for the fun of it. And then below that we have my chocolate fishing thing. So this is the ancient chocolate fish. It's one of the first major approaches I added to it. And it has one inside it and a chocolate pool and some candy. But that's one of my major projects where I really wanted to expand out. So I wanted to really just test my skills of building. And it's a exact scale. And it's angled to aim down. Looking straight down, as you can see, like it's eating. It originally was eating a pure flame that was here. But I removed that recently, about 2 months ago. The pure flame used to have this guy on it. And I only found out that was on it a little bit later on, and that used to shoot fire off the pure flame. And that was added by the developer as well. That was added by the developer as well, and I didn't know. There's a lot of things I didn't know that he added. I didn't even realize he was still there while I was still building. He just disappeared, so I thought he had left. And before you ask, from what I know and what I've heard from friends, these days if a developer or a staff of the game comes across your Cornerstone, they just give you some dev boxes and that's it. You'll just get a bunch of dev code for some dev boxes, the dev box code. Yeah. And then below it we have the top hat of the Sir Cragopod the 8th. Yes, I just love the Cragglepods in this game, and this one was one of my favourites. So he has something unique with his eye there. That glass is alpha glass from a friend of mine. So that glass is you can't get. It's old alpha glass, and if it breaks, you can't get it back. And that was from my friend. I had used the mimic blocks from their Cornerstone to mine, transferring it over. So the top hat here has something unique with it. It has a rabbit cult, it has an Easter cult inside it, worshipping wishing Christmas on a giant flaming pumpkin with carrots everywhere. Because why not? Why not have a bunny rabbits in a top hat? And then below it we have the Craggle pod with its flame actually flickers and looks really nice at night time. With a gold monocle, and we got his legs, and he actually has an inside. So when building this problem with it being 16 by 16, I had to crush his legs in. So I had to cut off a lot of his leg. One leg is actually shorter than the other because of size. And inside here we have my stuffed plushies. That's a reference to my character in Minecraft. If anyone is actually from the channel knows that, that's what that is. And then up here we have a little study area that I have a little bedroom just for the fun of it, and just a little study area and relaxing and other benches. And then further up here we have the portal area. So we've got a portal to the Geode world inside a Craggle We've got a ever dark portal there for the fun of it, and the cursed lands for the fun of it. And we have these. So the bears represent memories, remembering the old clubs. So these are the old clubs I was part of that are dead. Otherwise, mostly no one plays on Trove anymore that are that part of these clubs. And then in the center we have the birds guarding my club that I'm part of now. And there's a showcase video. There'll be a link at the end of the video of this, of showing off that club. So we'll leave the Cracker Pod now to his whatever he's doing, and we'll come down here. So we have the crystal, the geode crystal that's part of the ship, and I've also added the PvP launch pads that you actually have in the PvP in the Bomber Rail. And then we have the bar. So the bar was originally named the Crag Bar. It has now been changed to the Craft Bar because the crystal has been leaking and pouring onto it and changing the structure of the build. So we've got the jungle workbench and the forbidden workbench up here with some of its stuff, but we also have more stuff down inside it. So this is full of detail. So if I go down here, we've got in the corner here, we've got the frontier working bench with some of its stuff around it. And then we go into the bedroom. It's all decked up in fire with the Drago workbench with a bed and everything. And then if we go to the bathroom, yep, it's got a bathroom with the Mona Lisa rug. We have a fairy kind of bathroom. Bathroom, fairy, everything. Little lighthouse, a little fairy bathroom. And then even further down, we've got the robotic workbench here as well. And that has a TV and a computer setup. And then we've got the candy workbench here with a little bar area with drinks up there. We've got a frosty workbench here because a cold frosty beer glass just suited it. And something just fell out outside. And then we've also got a dragon crucible here. This was also placed by the developer. I didn't even know later on. So I've got my own dragon crucible here. A lot of stuff that was placed by the developer / staff member, if I break it, I can't get it back. So I've had to build around the stuff. If I break it, it's gone forever. And I know that the hard way because I did mistakenly break something early days and that's gone forever. And that was a Club World Love Heart thing. And we've got a Highland workbench there. We've got the island beach back here with a little beach. And if you've been wondering where the Curse Valley workbench is, we've got it down here. Underneath the bar and a little chicken cult. So this is, they've got a funny name, a mate came up with it, thought it would be funny. So this is called the Cluck Cluck Cult. And it's a bunch of chickens with the haunted workbench and a flame here. And this flame is actually quite nice because it makes it look like you're hovering above it because of the block. And it makes it look like the chickens have summoned you. So I normally, when I'm here with friends, I chuck down this character because it makes it look like it's summoned an undead. This character is a reference to One Piece. I made the character look like Brook from One Piece with his guitar and everything. And a musical. So we'll change back to Gunslinger because it's just easier. This is my class I use for this thing because it looks like he has drills in his hands for building. So that's the Cluck Cluck Colt. And then we have the fishing rods. So we've got the first one. We have the Chaos fishing rod with LEDs. They're recently added. Then we've got the N-scope fishing rod. That was added before neon. That was added in 2015 before the neons were added. I found it in game files. And then we have the the Dragon one, the flame fishing rod with LEDs recently added. Then we've got the Mastery rod, and that's got some LEDs right here. So they've all got little LEDs, little things added to it. And then we've got the giant fish again. Now, below this fish actually has a unique thing. So this is actually note blocks. Yep, it has got the Nana Cat song. And this is actually not my work. This is information there. That's by Major Tom. So I messaged him with his club and asked him if I could copy it, and he mostly gave me permission to do it. So below this is actually a battle box, and this battle box holds all my trophies, all my PvE trophies to be exact. So we got all the different ones here. We've got undead, we've got bugs and Fae, and then up here we've got my special ones. So on screen there it's giving information of it. So you can see when I opened up 3,000 boxes of those. And then we've got the pin ones that I got there. Then we've got shadow towers, dragons and bosses. Then we've got the dinosaurs and the forbidden lands. And we've got candy. Then we've got robots. And then below this again is a Venturine box. And this Venturine box, if you look up above me, it also still has the original. I originally had a neon octopus above me up there. Early screenshots and videos on the channel you'll see of that from my last tour video, and this holds only a bit of my collection. So these are my own private fish that I have, but but a whole lot of it I did donate to the showcase that's going to be this week. So the next club showcase will be showing a special club to me by a friend of mine that's a little crazy with these fish trophies and trophies in general. And also, I did even notice I got this as well from the dev later on, a community chest, for why not. So if we jump back up here, we will go for a fly around. So you can actually get a full size of what this actually looks like from the sky. It looks really nice. The LEDs stand out quite lovely and actually really show it off now. It looks really nice at night time. It stands out. To me, a cornerstone is a reflection of the player. I'm mostly into building, so my cornerstone is mostly showing off building and also showing off that I love fishing in this game. I still don't have the fishing wings yet, but I'm close. And it just really shows off what you're passionate about. And I love fishing in this game, so that's why it's inspired by fishing. And also I use it as a way to inspire players to realize your cornerstone is you. With a club, tons and tons of people can build something big, but a cornerstone, it's you and you alone. Only you can decide what it will be. So you can really have fun with it. But you can't build endlessly. You've got to build to a limit of 16 by 16. So you've got to really think what you're doing in the build and what you're going to make. A lot of people build farms. I've got friends online that people, probably these players will know these accounts, these are alts of Tolerate. And Tolerate has a lovely, awesome farm. And thanks to Tolerate was the one that gave me this alpha glass that I have for the monocle movement from their cornerstone. And it's just, a cornerstone is you. Remember, a cornerstone, you can do anything. I just wasted 400 hours building this. To me, it's not a waste. I could be a lot more high power rank right now and a whole lot higher mastery rank. But to me, it is a game that I love. I could be a lot more higher. But I've loved building this. It's brought me a lot of joy and a lot of joy to players. People just get amazed by seeing this and realizing they can do a lot more in this game. This game is, a lot of people use it just for battling and killing and just doing the battle side. But the amount of creativity you can put into this game can blow your mind. A lot of creativity you can put into this game. There's so much out there. So remember, when you're designing your cornerstone, don't think of it as just a quick way to heal and then keep going. Like there's a new player right here building their first cornerstone right now. He's just randomly here. I didn't even know he was here. He's building his first ever cornerstone and learning how the blocks work. And it's just that. It's inspiration. He's probably seen this a couple times and realizing I need to make my cornerstone a lot better and really put work into it. Because when you've got something like this staring back at you, you realize you can do a lot more in this game. And my info wall is there to help people. And if anyone watching this wants to check out the cornerstone whenever you like and you see me in game, just message me. There's my character name. Just send me an invite. I'm happy to add anyone. I add anyone that wants an ad. I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of friends in this game. I accept anyone and just message me that you want to check out the cornerstone and I'll chuck it into a world and let you have a look around it. That's all you need to do. There's so much more that I can't really show in this video because we'll be here for hours. So enjoy a time-lapse video of screenshots from past designs of the build of the cornerstone and the last month or so adding the last bits to it. So I hope you enjoyed the time-lapse, guys, and I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching the tour on my cornerstone. Have a good day, all.